Hey guys, this is Kevin from Team Sushi 99 here with Sushi Tech Talks 2. And in this little mini episode, I'm not really going to be talking about one card in particular. Like the last episode, I'm actually going to be talking about two tech cards that are going to be really good in the Atlantean Mermail build. And, well, the reason why you get to tech new cards into this deck, obviously everyone who's new to this deck who wants to run the deck is obviously going to follow the YCS build, which is going to be a lot of people. And also a lot of people are just going to run the YCS build in general because it's considered the best build, basically. And people who aren't going to be running this deck want to build against it. They're going to main deck things that hurt the strategy of the YCS builds quite a bit. And to outsmart those people, what we're going to do is throw in some tech cards into this already good deck. And, well, these two tech cards, while they may be unorthodox and may slow you down, they're going to make you more consistent, and with the deck build right, it's going to make you more consistent, and it's going to outsmart a lot of other people who think they have the YCS build under control. Let's start. Trap Stun. It's good. Why is Trap Stun good? Because it is amazing. Man, can't find my word to decree. Anyways, why is this card good? Now, let me slow down. You need traps in this deck to function nowadays. Why? Because you need to slow your opponent down. You need to keep the game under control. Because if you don't keep the game under control, you lose. Trap Stun can give you a free turn. A trapless turn. No warnings, no torrentials, no deep prisons, no bottomless, skill drain, soul drain, macro, none of that. It's all dead for the whole turn. It's a great card. And for those of you don't know, Mind Crush actually hurts this deck a lot. You search a lot. When Abyss Megalo tries to special summon itself with its effect, that effect starts to chain. They could chain Mind Crush, your Abyss Megalo's going to die, you're not going to get a search, and you're going to be sad, and you could lose the game off of Mind Crush. So chaining Trap Stun to a Mind Crush could quite possibly just win you that game. And like I said, free turn is pretty much a win. There's not much else to say about Trap Stun. Also lets you maybe tech in a skill drain or two, and then you could Trap Stun in your turn, get that free turn while actually having a skill drain out, shutting down your opponent and letting you do whatever you want during your turn. I think Trap Stun's a great card, and it should be teched in to allow Mermail decks more. They're going to be running more traps because, well, you got to change up the deck. Same deck can't keep topping forever. There's always got to be some changes. Deck card number 2, though, Creature Swap. And let's get one ruling straight about Creature Swap. It doesn't target. So once you guys start picking your monsters, there's no chaining of effects. The picking and swapping of the monsters happens during resolution, where card effects cannot be chained to, things like this. So what does this mean? This means that you can play around with it. If you're playing compulses, you could Creature Swap and then maybe compulse, chain if they have no response. So then you bounce the thing that you don't want, you end up swapping the thing that you want to take. And the main target for Creature Swap in this deck that you want to give them is this, Abyss Lind. Now, you do get Abyss Lind's effect if it's destroyed on either side of the field, as long as it stays in the graveyard, in your graveyard, while its effect is activating, which means that you could OTK off this. What do I mean by OTK off a Lind? Well, let's say you have heavy infantry in your hand, or you have marksman in your hand. Depending on which one you have in your hand, well, you're obviously going to pop to the Lind with it. You will normal summon it if you have heavy infantry, or set it if you have marksman. Now, you also need Megalo in your hand. That's really simple though, because Abyss Pike and Dragoons could search for the Lind, and you could search for the Dragoons, or Pike could search for the Undyne that will get you the Dragoons. You could get this combo off really easy, guys. It's not that hard. Now, let's think. What can we do? Simple. We get a Lind out. If you have setup, you can creature swap and get what you want. Otherwise, you can just creature swap, give them a Lind. Pop the Lind, pop some of their field by special. How you do this? You special summon Megalo and discard 2 cards. So your field's gonna be set up. You special summon another Megalo from your deck. You can even set up for Molten Glacia if you really want to. So now A, you have their monster. B, you have 2 Megalos out. And if you have Molten Glacia, that's OTK. It's pretty strong. I like it. Also, have a useless Undyne, normal summon, use effect, creature swap. Have a useless controller, set it, creature swap, or do whatever you want with it. But as long as you creature swap it to them, most decks nowadays don't synchro, so you should be in good shape. Mirror match also, you could take their Megalo, use their Megalo, and win. Third thing, Abyss Pike is pretty useless once you normal summon or special summon it. After you use this effect, it's kind of a 16 beater, and 16 beater isn't much this format. Creature swap, it's good, man. You could creature swap just all this useless shit in this deck. There's a lot of useless cards in this deck that become dead. Trust me, a lot more than you think. So creature swap also helps you get rid of these dead cards and help you gain advantage, because your opponent isn't probably going to have as many dead cards as you. Now, there's one more thing I like to discuss about why creature swap could be played in this deck, and why actually Bahamut Shark should be played a little bit more and see a little bit more play. Because Bahamut Shark requires 2 level 4 monsters, it's a rank 4 Exceed, and these are 2 level 4 monsters that are run in every single Atlantean deck. And there could be more level 4 water monsters run, but I'm not going to go into every single one you could run. Now, Bahamut Shark's effect, if you guys don't know, is you gotta detach material. Then you can summon any rank 3 water monster from your extra deck. It's not gonna have materials, but oh well. What does this mean? If you have a creature swap, you have a Bahamut Shark, you get out Bahamut Shark, detach, you get out Acid Golem. And what Acid Golem is going to do is it's going to put a threat on your opponent. They're going to be like, wait, what? Acid Golem? Then you drop down creature swap. They're going to be like, oh no. Because when they get this Acid Golem can't attack, got no materials. When they get this Acid Golem, they can't special summon. When they get this Acid Golem, they're going to lose 2,000 points every turn. They're going to die real fast. And you could pop the rest of their field. I know this deck, I've played this deck, you could pop off the rest of their field, stall off. They're going to have to minus themselves to get out of the situation while you're just slowly picking away at their field. So it could win you a game. If not, Bahamut Shark could still be used for Leviathan Dragon or anything else that could be special summoned from it. I don't know. But it's just another use for Bahamut Shark, which is a card I believe should see more play, and Creature Swap, which is actually a pretty good card in this deck because it allows you to gain advantage that you technically don't have while stealing your opponent's advantage that they can't use. And Creature Swap is also pretty good in Mirror Match, so hey, I think you guys should run it. Trap Stun's also good. One thing I forgot to mention about Trap Stun, it's better than the Royal Decree. Why? Because Royal Decree, A, interferes with your Abyss Spheres, and Abyss Sphere is one of the most important cards in the deck. You don't have Abyss Spheres, deck runs so much slower. B, they chain MST, they chain Dust Tornado to your Royal Decree is dead. That you activate Trap Stun, they can't MST it. The game doesn't work like that. Trap Stun will still go through, so it's a little bit harder to stop. And there you go, that's Sushi Tech Talks 2. And just a little reminder, we're actually, Team Sushi 99 here is actually going to be starting a little rewards program for this little mini show. If you guys like it, leave a comment, like the video, maybe even subscribe to our channel if you want more. But here's the thing, leave us a message in our inbox on our channel, like PM us a message, or just comment on our channel about maybe what the next Sushi Tech Talk should be, and maybe who should do it. Maybe we'll even make Michael do it with like a dress on or something, I don't know. But you help us with the next Sushi Tech Talks, we'll help you back. We'll maybe send you the tech card you're talking about if you want it, or maybe something small for a reminder, because honestly we want to help the Yu-Gi-Oh community learn, because we aren't Yu-Gi-Oh masters, we don't know everything that's good in our meta, so give us an idea. If we can help you out, you'll be helping the community out. Everyone wins. So this has been Kevin from Team Sushi 99 with Sushi Tech Talks 2. Peace out, YouTube.